Hi, this is Mrs. Daniel. I just wanted to give all of my parents just a brief summary of what our paper bag book reports will look like. So I'm going to walk through the rubric, read through the rubric, and show you what I've come up with so you'll have some idea. If you have any questions after this short video, you can still give me a message, send me a message, or give me a call. Okay. Alright, so the first requirement on our paper bag book report is we need to have on the front cover of our paper bag, we need to have the title of the book, the author, an illustration, so a picture of the book, and a caption, which would be a short blurb about the book, and also your child's name. So on mine, you see I have a picture that I just got off the internet. You don't have to have that. You could hand draw something. That would be fine. I have my author's name. Okay, I also have the illustrated because this was a picture book. It did come with an illustrator. A lot of the kiddos' chapter books will not have an illustrator. I also had just a short caption about the book and my name. I put Captain Daniel on there. I added something a little extra, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So that's the front cover of the paper bag book report. On the rubric, it says on the right side of the book, of the paper bag book report, you need to have the 3 main characters with descriptions of the characters. So when I turn my book report over, you see characters. I've got them labeled. I have my 3 main characters, Pirate Pete, the parrot, and the giant. And I just have a short 1 or 2 sentence statement about who those characters are. Also on the rubric, it says on the right side of your paper bag book report, you should have the setting. So don't forget the time, the place, and the context. So I have my setting, and I also reminded my students to pay attention to how the setting might change in the story. If it changes, then the students need to talk about that in what they write. Okay? On the left side of the paper bag book report, and mine is missing this part, one of the parts, but I can give you an idea. The students were required to come up with what was the problem in the story and put that there, and what the resolution was. So how did the characters in the story solve the problem? Doesn't have to be fancy, but they do need to write that. Okay, be specific. It does say that. Be specific. Talk about it. On the back side of the paper bag book report, the students need to write a summary, and I reminded them that summaries always include the beginning, the middle, the end. So they'll have to have information about that. So that's the summary. Then the students were required to pick 5 items that symbolize something in the book, and to talk about them, to put something about each of the items. So I had a sea breeze candle, and I talked about what that symbolized in the book. I had a pirate sword, what that symbolized in the book. I had ice blue mint coolers, which is some candy, and a blue flashing ball, and what that symbolized in the book. And then I also had a sailboat. And those items you put inside your paper bag. So my sword represented the Pirate Pete's sword fight with the giant. A sea breeze candle represents the ocean that Pirate Pete sailed on. A blue ball represents the sapphire that was in the book and how big the sapphire was when Pirate Pete held it. I also put in a piece of blue Cool Mint candy to show how big the sapphire was when the giant held it. So different sizes, just to talk about symbolizing. I also put a giant shoe inside the paper bag because the giant had, in this story, made big footprints. So, does your child's paper bag book report have to be typed up? No, it doesn't have to be typed up like that. Use your own imagination. Make it interesting, make it fun, make it cool. If you want to glue fuzzy stuff on it, if you want to paint it. This is your project for you and your child. Hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully it won't be overwhelming. If you have any questions, give me a shout, and I think that's it. So hope you have a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye.